Have you ever wondered about the dark side of technology that preys on the vulnerable? Today we dive into the murky world of loan app frauds in India. As the country races towards digitalization, a sinister threat lurks in the shadows: the menace of loan app frauds. This phenomenon is particularly rampant among the economically weaker sections of society, who, in their quest for quick funds, often fall prey to these deceptive apps. The absence of stringent regulation for digital lending platforms further exacerbates the problem, giving fraudsters a free hand to exploit the unsuspecting. These scams are not merely about money; they weave a web of deceit that manipulates and entraps the most vulnerable, leaving them in a cycle of debt and despair. The consequences of these frauds are not just financial losses, but also mental and emotional distress, leading to a devastating impact on the victims' lives. Let's delve into a real-life example that paints a vivid picture of this issue. Meet Ravi, an everyday man, like many of us, faced with financial struggles. His story begins when he was lured by the promise of easy and instant loans. It was a beacon of hope in his time of need. In his desperate need for funds, Ravi turned to a seemingly harmless solution: a loan app that promised immediate financial relief. He downloaded the app, filled out the necessary forms, and shared his personal details, unaware of the nightmare that was about to unfold. The fraudsters behind the app were quick to act. They gained access to his savings account, and what followed was a swift and relentless drain of his hard-earned money. Ravi's relief turned into panic as he watched his savings deplete, leaving him with nothing but a growing mountain of debt. But the torment did not stop there. The fraudsters, posing as loan recovery agents, began to harass Ravi. They bombarded him with calls and messages, demanding repayment of a loan that he never received. They threatened him, bullied him, and even reached out to his contacts, tarnishing his reputation. Ravi's life was turned upside down. The promise of financial relief was a mirage that led him into a desert of debt and despair. His mental peace was shattered, and the constant harassment left him in severe mental distress. He was trapped in a vicious cycle, a nightmare from which he couldn't wake up. What was supposed to be a lifeline became a noose around his neck. The loan app that promised to solve his financial problems instead plunged him into a deeper crisis, leaving him to grapple with a reality far worse than his original predicament. Ravi's story is a stark reminder of the dangers lurking in the shadows of our digital world. It serves as a warning, a call to vigilance in a world where fraudsters are always on the lookout for their next victim. But all is not lost. There are measures in place to combat these cybercrimes. In India, dedicated cybercrime units are tirelessly working to tackle such nefarious activities. These units, armed with state-of-the-art technology and an unyielding determination, are the first line of defense against these faceless adversaries. Their work is not easy. They navigate through complex digital landscapes, deciphering codes, tracing transactions, and unmasking culprits. It's a daunting task, but their resolve remains unbroken. They are the unsung heroes of the digital world, protecting us from the unseen threats that lurk in the shadows of the internet. However, they can't do it alone. They need our help. We, the users, play a crucial role in this fight. It's important to report any suspicious activity, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Every bit of information helps. Cooperating with authorities can make the difference between a successful investigation and a cold case. Remember, your vigilance is your strongest weapon against these unseen threats. Report any suspicious activities to the cybercrime units. Together, we can make the digital world safer for everyone.